All right, now in its seventh season, and you know the complaint I have about this show and the press coverage of it. We'll talk about it.
You complain about a lot of things, Mr.
Yes, I do. One of the most popular shows on TV for years. Let's look at a clip here.
Hey, boss. Lieutenant Paxton's husband's up at the conference room. I was just about to come get you.
We are still working on distributing the Willow sketch.
Email's down. We found this in storage. Just need to find a brontosaurus who knows how to use it.
Boss, that was very impressive. McGee, did you get that?
You still here? I'm still around. I'll get This is my old friend, okay? All right. Showbiz friend, but friend.
But you two look very distinguished. You're too young for that one.
It's funny. When I first started interviewing him, he was a kid. I was still old.
Great.
I know. Thank you.
Come over here, Mark. Mark, sit over here.
He's drifting over to the Steve chair.
I just said to Mark, in the commercial break, I heard you rescue one of our dogs. He said, my wife did.
It was
the beautiful Pam Dauber.
Let me get this off my chest. I've said this so many times.
This is going to be good.
It's going to be a gray hair.
No.
You actually will like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's so much hype in television and in the business, etc.
He means me.
So
much crap.
And your show has been uniquely successful. It is one of the most successful shows of the last couple of decades in television.
Quietly successful.
But yet you don't get all, you don't get the fanboys and fangirls. You don't get all the press and people writing about every belch you make and all that. And that's good. But does it bother you that you don't get the coverage you should?
You know, the little engine that could story gets old fast.
Mm-hmm.
I think this has been a process, this show, and we're in year 7 and we're doing better now than we've ever done before.
Right.
And there's a lot of reasons for that.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. The marketing on the show is like ridiculous because no show in year 7 is a number one show and goes up, and we're still on the rise. So there's been a lot of changes, and we've gotten better with changes, and I think we're doing it better than we've ever done it before.
So what does all the other stuff matter? If you've got the viewers and you love what you do, who cares?
It's nice to have
It's nice to fly under the radar so you don't
I think there's a hugely talented group of people who are behind this show, both in front of the camera and behind the camera, and they love their job, and you know what it's like to come to work and love your job.
What is
no,
that
we
like?
don't. What is it like?
Yeah,
Tell us,
you
Mark.
do. Come on. You do.
I
know you do.
I'm mostly happy
most of the time. I know. But the drive to work is different when you love what you do.
True.
And you only know that if you've had jobs where the drive to work is not that, and you don't love what you do.
Yes.
And this is a gathering of people who have always made it about the work and trying to make the show better, and it's a fun place to be, and we're doing it better, and I think the audience has found it, and it doesn't matter. All the other stuff that you ask about doesn't really matter now. It just matters that there's a lot of people taking responsibility for how successful this show is right now. But the people who are there doing it aren't confused at all at where it came from.
So what shows were there that you were driving to work and you weren't so thrilled?
When I was a shoe salesman, it wasn't
not necessarily a show.
Wasn't the drive to work I loved.
There are 2 things I used to do to annoy you, so let me do this first one here.
Great.
He was People Magazine's Sexiest Man of the Year, 1986. You were the second guy, I think, ever.
Steve, Sexiest Man alive.
Alive.
As opposed to dead, which is
Steve's on that list.
which is a whole other magazine.
Steve is, he's number 1.
But I will tell you, even then, it's not like retrospectively. Even then, you
hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's funny because I saw an interview once with Nick Nolte talking about this. He was one of those guys once, and he was like in France or someplace. He's got that voice and stuff. And right in the middle of trying to promote this movie, someone said, "Sexiest man alive. How do you feel?" And he went, must have been that penis implant. That's where he left it. And I think that's the proper place to leave it. It means your publicist did a hell of a job, and that's great. But
You're the player.
And the
you
other
don't walk around the house with that and say to the lovely Pam Dauber, "I am."
Oh no, you ask her next time she's here; she'll give you a different answer. But the real bottom line to that is, I don't know who would take that as real.
Seriously.
But you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised the people who ask questions. I'm not coming at you, but you do ask about this every time I'm on this show.
Yeah,
because it annoys
ask
you.
dumb questions.
No, but it's funny because there's a certain type of guy who responds to that.
Yeah.
Who kind of goes, "Hey, how does it feel to be the sexiest man alive?"
Yeah, this guy, because he hasn't been
what
on
kind of guy are you? You know,
And do they
wants
say
to be
to their
the guy.
army of PR people, "I want to be on that"?
No, I don't know, but you can tell who it's really important to, and the same with women. Some women, where they look at you a little different.
So what you're saying basically is Steve has asked us every time you've been on the show. It's important to him. What do you think?
I'm one of those guys.
You are.
You know what I say every year when Dorothy does the whole thing about this?
We just did it this week.
It's 4 guys in a room saying, let's pick him, right?
Yeah, and I didn't know about it. At the time I was playing basketball on Thursday nights up in La Cañada with a bunch of buddies, and I went up there to play, and the whole backboard was covered with the magazine.
Making fun of you.
And I thought, that's it.
Well,
Okay.
and the other thing,
You have to be ticked now because Johnny Depp had it twice. Where is your second cover?
I can't. You let him have it. That's good. Good for Johnny.
the other point, there are many people watching now who know you as a big star and don't know that you were a football star. I mean, it's that long in the past.
Maybe that's progress.
Yeah.
No, you heard
you
that
were meant
one.
to be an actor.
No, but I'm just
saying. For you, I see by perception. No, I just mean that they're not old enough to remember.
Yeah, but you know what, Steve? It's like anything. It's like the shows you did previous to this. It means that people know you as this, which is a compliment to you, is what I'm getting at. And I think the same thing with. There was a time when that's all people knew that I played football.
And you were trying to.
And it was kind of.
And FYI, that's when Steve drove to work and was happy.
Yeah, but it was okay with me because I worked hard to do that and wanted to do that, and so now that when people say, well, like just now, you say you got actor Mark Harmon on the show, you're calling me an actor, is to me, I go, that's 20 years ago it wasn't like that.
You still have this degree of sanity, which is very unusual.
I work.
And you're married to an actress, which she always says don't do.
But she's pretty normal.
Yeah,
so,
she is.
The two of you are.
And it's not that I obsess over the football thing that you were 17.
Or the
17 and 5 under Pepper Rogers in the Nebraska game. But aside,
wow, scary.
Aside
this close to being a stalker.
Do you remember his old TV shows? Can you talk about AMLA?
I've known Steve for a long time from a bunch of different jobs, as you've known me from different jobs. And you weren't as happy there or as comfortable there as you are here.
Well, I don't know about that. Thank you. We do bring out the best in the old times.
You guys are great together.
And
you guys are great together. And it hadn't always been like this.
Christina Ferrari.
Right? Okay, so
it's always a crapshoot,
thank
right?
you. That's a compliment. You're right. We are very comfortable.
Okay, listen.
Too comfortable.
Congratulations.
Does the goatee ever get any longer?
No, not like Brad Pitt. He's got braids in his. It looks horrible, Brad Pitt.
That's as much testosterone as I can force
out. Wow.
Okay.
That's like having a porcupine
All
on
right,
your face.
he was nice up until the end. Did you notice that? Tuesday nights, it's one of America's most popular shows on CBS, NCIS.
You love this show.
And Mark.
And you love this
guy. And the shows become quirkier and quirkier.
That's what we do.
Like our shows become quirkier.
No, hit shows.
I think we need to stop with the quirkiness on this show.
I don't.
You know what? Would you read the piece?
Read the piece.
This is because Steve is lazy.
Yeah.
Coming up at 9 a.m., if you want a designer dress for the holiday but can't afford it, you can rent it for the night.
Right.
That's a good idea. We've got some great holiday dresses you can rent.